I remember my last day using and how the last time I turned a trick and I got in the car with that guy and he asked me to have sex with him for money, and how I wanted so bad to say no. I just wanted to numb the pain that I was feeling from being in the streets and using. I remember seeing a friend girl of mine, and when I saw her this time, I used to get high with her, but when I saw her this time, it was something different about her. She was so pretty and vibrant. She was glowing. And I asked her where she had been because I knew she wasn't on the streets with me anymore. And she told me about the Magdalene program.
What I have witnessed and seen is that love is a powerful force for social change in the world. I have seen that when a community comes together, loving one another in a non-judgmental way, that lives are changed and restored.
Let this circle represent what we can do, holding on, that we found that we can never do alone.
I was afraid because I didn't think that it would work, but I was desperate, so I was willing to try anything. And when I got there, it was like, I remember walking into St. Augustine's, and the women were so, they greeted me like they'd been knowing me all my life. And these women were total strangers to me, and they began to put their arms around me and hug me and tell me, come on in, girl. And I was like, wow, because that was totally different from where I had come from on the streets.
There's just so much love in the program that they make you feel right at home. You know, they don't judge you, and that's the staff and the women. So you feel really, well, I felt really comfortable when I came in, and I love it.
I think the longest time I've stayed in just a regular treatment center was maybe a 6-month. I did a 6-month program. And the 28-day, the 45-day, the 90 days, for me it was just not enough time to get my head clear and decide that I did want to stay clean, and to actually work on, in other words, do some intense therapy, you know, to actually get to the root of why I was using. I didn't wake up one day and say, I want to be a junkie, I want to be a prostitute. There were things that led me to that, and I had to kind of relive some of those things in therapy to actually be able to resolve some of those issues. I had to relive them, and I had to talk about them, and I had to cry about them.
How people recover is kind of a mystery, and how that happens is a miracle, that women can overcome all the issues that keep them on the streets. So we try to honor that miracle and that mystery by individualizing the process for women and meeting their individual needs.
I had tried other halfway houses, which is like a 90-day program, and you have to pay $100 a week rent. And there wasn't any love in the program. There was like, okay, I'm spending all this money on rent. When my 90 days are up, what am I going to do now? So I didn't have any hope or faith in those programs, so I just gave up and went back to the streets.
There's a special hope that comes from being in a community that is trying to love one another without judgment, and that you sense freedom. And I think when you're around the women at Thistle Farms and in the programs as a group, there is a joy and a freedom and a hope. And I can't articulate it, but I can appreciate it and know that it is a gift.
God, take my will in my life, guide me in my recovery, and show me how to live just for today.
I have hope now. I used to just think that I'd be a crackhead the rest of my life, that I would never do anything. But I have hope that I'm going to do something positive with my life. I'm 1 year clean today. It's very exciting for me. I never thought I would make it this far.
I would not ever want to experience what I've gone through before. But if I had not experienced that, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I know that. I know that my life would not have as much meaning as it does. I know that I wouldn't be the person that I am today. And I owe that to my family, for one, my mom, who has always been there. and the Magdalene program. I'm tempted every day. I live in the middle of a drug area, but Magdalene has given me everything that I need to be and have whatever I want in life. So I don't think that there's anything that I can't accomplish or do.